Okay, so we're gonna go over 10 tips that have really helped me play so much better as of recently, especially since I've been kind of in a slump recently with my aim. So I've really been focusing on my game sense and just how to play the game better as a whole, and less about just trying to get in the building and get kills. So tip number 1 is to try running a shotgun close quarters. I like to play Mute because well, his shotgun's pretty good, got pretty good long range, and his utility is so good, especially for slowing down the attackers. So it really helps attackers push more cautiously, or they have to push more cautious, and that kind of slows things down and really helps make it easier to get kills with Mute's shotgun, and also his SMG-11, because I think it's so good. If you get good with the SMG-11. I highly recommend it. Very good gun. Okay, so do that. Try out shotguns, especially if you're kind of potatoing. Like I'm just having a bad month. I haven't been on hitting my shots, so try shotguns. I think that's really gonna help you out. It's definitely helped me out in my gameplay. Okay, so tip number 2, play support. Play support for your team. So if you're not hitting your shots, or you're having a bad month like me, try playing support. And this is Mute, Maestro, who else? Mira is support. Echo's support. Very good, of course, if he's not banned. Even Valkyrie is good support. Jaeger's support. Jaeger's a little more frag operator, so maybe shy away from that. But if you see that somebody's not doing it, then definitely do it. Bandit is support, and the cool thing about Bandit is he can kind of double as frag too, unless you're tricking. If you're tricking, you need to stay on that support. So make sure to trick if that's your job. Okay, so playing support. This definitely, you can help your team win more often, especially if you're in a slump. Try not to take as many gunfights. Just feed your team information. Deny the plant if you're on defend. If you're on attack, go Thermite, go Thatcher, go Hibana. In some cases, go Gridlock, and then go whoever your team needs. If you see a hole and it's missing a crucial operator, fill it. It's better to play utility than it is to try and frag out, and then you can't really get in the building, you can't get in the bomb site because you didn't have the right operators, like for example Thermite or Thatcher. Okay, so tip number 3 is to play passive. So try playing more passive, right? Don't engage in gunfights if you don't have to. Let your teammates do that. If you can avoid a gunfight, then if you're defend, try to buy time. If you're attack, try to drone your teammates in, give them call outs. It could be incredibly helpful, even like mid game, if you can just find a safe spot, throw your drone down and start droning your teammate in, tell them what's going on, and maybe you can find that the bomb site's clear and that they can go for a plant. So play more passive. You don't have to get in there. You don't have to be the guy getting in there trying to get all the kills if you're not comfortable taking gunfights at that time. So tip number 4, improve and develop your powerful passive positioning. So what do I mean by that, powerful passive positioning? So often winning a gunfight can really come down to where you are and what the opponent knows about you and where you are, and how easy it is for them it's going to be for them to kill you once they get in the building, push in, or whatever, get in range. So try and develop your powerful passive position. If they know where you are, or you suspect that they know where you are, push to a slightly different area. Try to make sure that they don't know where you are. Try to make sure that you're holding a tight angle. Try to make sure that that it's just going to be, really difficult for them to push you. But if they push you, it's going to be easy for you to kill them. That's what I mean by your powerful That's what I mean by your powerful passive positioning, is you want to try to get them to push you, and at the same time be in a better position to win the gunfight instead of them. Tip number 5, take gunfights on your own terms. So what do I mean by this? It's a little bit easier to explain on defend. So take gunfights on your own terms is kind of just referring to don't go out and get a kill if you don't have to. Wait for them to push for you for defend, and if the diffuser's down, you can apply the same logic. Is wait for them to push you. Now you do want to put yourself in a place where you're not where you have peeker's advantage instead of them. I'll put a link in the video below talking about peeker's advantage. But try to take gunfights on your own terms. Don't try to go and get the kill if you don't need to, simply put, or if you're not in a good position. If you're not in a good position, then don't take the fight. Get into a better position. Drone out. Get on camps. Whatever you need to do to put yourself in a better position so that whenever you take the fight, you do it on your terms, not on theirs. Okay, tip number 6, use the element of surprise. This is easier said than done, but try to position yourself in such a way where they don't know where you're gonna be whenever they go to push in, or whenever you go to push in. Try to use the element of surprise. That's just not a whole lot to say about that, but just try to think about it actively is all I mean, is try to think about actively. How can I be surprised this guy that I'm pushing, or that's about to push me? Okay, tip number 7, and this is simple, but this is the most simple and also the most difficult, is to be patient. Don't get aggressive. Don't get greedy. If you never have to get greedy, but don't get aggressive if you don't have to. Being patient is one of the most difficult parts of playing Rainbow Six Siege, because there's a time and a place for it. For example, if the diffuser is down, if you're an attacker and the diffuser's down, there's no need for you to run chase kills. All you have to do is wait. Wait for them to come try and defuse, and get some easy kills. For example, if you're a defender and the diffuser's down, it's gonna be a lot harder to be patient. But I have clutched moments before simply because I wasn't anxious. I wasn't running around trying to get the diffuser. I was just taking my time, methodically pushing closer to the diffuser, picking guys off as you go. So try to keep calm and keep patient, in a clutch situation. Keep your eye on the clock as much as possible, but at the same time, don't get too overly aggressive if you have the time. Okay, and tip number 8, play with information. This is the stuff of the pros. You hear them talking about it all the time. Getting on camps, the pros are always trying to get information, and no doubt they're trying not to play if they don't. They're trying to play with information and trying not to make a play if they don't have information yet. So get information. Drone for your team. Have your teammate drone for you. Find out before you push what's going on, what the setup looks like. Or if they're pushing you, get on camps. Try to figure out where they're pushing from. Where's the push? Who is it? How many? Gather information. Gather information. This has been huge for me. Okay, and then this one seems pretty odd, I guess, or obvious, but going prone. I'm sure you've seen the Godly Noob, but he talks about, in one of his videos, he talks about going prone. He says, go prone more often. Not enough people go prone, and it is so much you have such an advantage going prone in a gunfight. You have way more of an advantage than over them than they do over you. So go prone. Okay, and that about does it for the 9 tips. For the rest of the video, I'm going to put in a couple clips that kind of demonstrate these tips, and I hope this is helpful for you. Definitely try to implement these into your gameplay. I think it's really going to, if you can think about these 9 tips actively, I think it's really going to help your overall kill death ratio, your overall win. But let me know in the comments below. And if you're new here, hit subscribe, and then along with the bell icon. Alright, thanks so much, guys.
The one is coming up Reptile right now. He's going to be by your door, Ford. He's by right now. To the left side. Nice by a little aquarium. Do not ping.
Sophia's holding your door, Joshua. Holding your angle.
Right side. Sophia crossed.
She got the bout cam.
We don't know.
We don't have the intel anymore.
She sounds like in.
They're pushing Joshua. Okay, she's gonna push you, Joshua. He's in.
Friendly last operator standing.
Zelf on the other ball.
Op 4, last operator standing. $15 seconds left.
He's on rotate hold.
10 seconds to go.
Nice, Ford.
Good job.
Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
Oh, you had the Good round, guys.
We cannot help you forward, by the way.
Yeah.
Trying to hold bathroom.
I have Dorm's door if they try to push in here, but
I'm holding games.
Op 4 located a bomb. Protect
They
it.
droned out games.
One's in Bull, Ash and Bull.
Dead. Nope, no,
No, Ash
she's
dead. Ash dead.
Alright.
You can watch the floor.
1 Op 4 remaining.
Ford.
Down to 15 seconds.
Last time in this window.
10 seconds left.
Window.
In Bull.
5 seconds to go. The time limit has been reached.
everybody just starts shooting that door. I love that.
Friendly, last operator standing.
Okay, one's trained. One's pushed to mining. 50 HP by mining bomb. B bomb. One's planting in the dining. One's planting.
They're
dining.
planting.
Last ones are Ash and Slight, I believe.
Hide your laser sight.
Okay, Ash is on.
Ash is 90 red hall forward by laundry. She's watching white stairs.
I think they're on train.
She's in the hallway to your left.
Diffuser located.
Right there.
Op 4,
Her
last
train
operator
still.
standing.
She was tight left. Good job.
Mission failed. All friendlies have been neutralized.
Shit, I was dropping a donut.
That's not train. Oh my gosh.
Diffuser is online and active.
Alibi's behind that.
1 Op 4 remaining.
Virgil was downstairs.
He's
Watch it.
cigar. He's defused.
Nice.
Nice. Op 4
Good luck, Kai.
Digger's still in cigar.
Knock, knock.
Where?
Going live.
2 cigar.
You located a bomb.
Star piano.
Piano, same thing, sorry. It's a Frost Andy Jaeger.
There's an echo drone.
One's lounge or cocktail.
One ball.
There's one in freezer, it's echo.
Cocktail.
Ella right here.
I'm gonna try to open this up. Come over here so you can cover for a plant. Where's Ella?
Right there. Go for plant, mate. You can go for plant.
Somebody's gonna drop the Ella first.
Must recover the diffuser. The diffuser has been secured.
25.
Turtle planting. Watch me.
The Echo's coming. The Yokai.
Diffuser is online and active.
I got Echo.
Good.
White.
Yeah, somebody's holding Whitehall. Abana's holding Whitehall. Ella bar, I think.
Right there, right there. Stand still.
4 last operator standing.
Nice.
Nice, good
Op
job.
4 eliminated.
Monty plays.